Ahoy there folks, and welcome back to Into the Breach hard mode runs. It's been a while since the last hard mode run, and for that I apologize. Holidays ate up a bit of my time, but between the last run and this one, there was a failed run. Yes, because they added in the last update controller support. Now I'm hearing you say already, oh no. And I would definitely agree. Oh no. Trying to wrap my brain around commentating out loud, figuring out what I'm supposed to do turn to turn, playing on hard with a new control scheme. Yeah, it's a little much for my brain to handle, but it's still a novel thing. Yes, the controls are a bit clunky, and yes, it's going to be faster with the mouse and keyboard, but why not give it a shot, right? Showcase it, have a little bit of fun. So last time we did a custom squad with the BIOS special, and this time we're going to go ahead and do a random squad, because we need to get this achievement. Change the odds. 30% grid defense or more, which is definitely tricky. I'm curious, is there any achievements that I can aim for as well? I don't know if I feel confident enough to aim for Chronophobia with this run. That might have to go with a custom squad or maybe Flame Behemoths. But we need to think of a good squad. Well, I guess let the game suggest squads, I should say. Because one of the problems with random squads with a controller is that you only have one reroll button. There's just not enough buttons in the controller to do otherwise. You really only have chaos rolls, and that's it. Which is fine. Most of us probably did chaos rolls anyways. The other problem is that sticking with a random squad that the game decides to give me is tricky at best. This, on the other hand, doesn't look too bad. This is actually a squad style that I've been wanting to try for a while. Lightning and Ice. The Pulse Mech is kind of a meh, but at least it's not one of the other two types, so I'll take it. This is going to be interesting because the Ice Mech and the Lightning Mech actually can work together rather well. The Ice Mech freezes itself, which makes it act like a shield, which the Lightning Mech can then chain through. Is this going to be very flexible? No. In fact, it's not going to be flexible at all, but at least it's going to be interesting. And let's be honest, interesting is half the battle, isn't it? So let's go for it. One quick note, because we can, and because I need him for another run later. And actually, Shield Self. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Yes, I am already getting ideas. As a quick note, because I forgot to do it earlier, max length. Good to know. You can actually change the color on the fly when you are using a controller, which is kind of neat. I'm feeling orangey. Nah, we already got an orange mech. I'm feeling blue. Yeah. I'm blue, da boo dee da boo die, da boo dee da boo die. There's a content ID. Yeah, like I said, still getting used to the control scheme. There we go. Let's go ahead and pick an island. Let's see. Low health Vek, but with explosions. Armored Vek, but a Spider Leader. Spider Leader, I think I'll do him second or third. Blob sounds actually pretty good. Actually, we got two low health islands. Interesting. So maybe we'll skip Pinnacle, because we only need the 3-island victory here. Yeah, we're gonna skip Pinnacle. Sorry, Pinnacle. Not sorry. Go to try to Sir Detritus first. This actually is a good mission to aim for. Venting center. Yeah, that doesn't seem too bad. Conveyor belts are meh, but sure. Let's put Ice Boy here, Lightning right behind him, and Kaz with his... let's put Kaz here. So controller is a little bit clunky. You use the left stick to actually select the tiles that you're using. You have to click in the right stick to view unit order, which already gives me a potential issue in the form of U. Pushing you that way would work. I don't want to freeze the Scion. So the control stick automatically kind of snaps to the center of the tile. You can cycle through units manually using the buttons, the D-pad, though you can also change that in the settings to actually move tiles instead. Right stick does nothing. And every other button is more or less on the screen as it stands. I'm not really sure where I want to go with this. This seems good to me. You've got only 3 movement, which means you cannot deal with the regen Scion. Not that that's really a problem. I think this turn we just need to put you on ice. And there's not really a way to do that. Unless I go to this tile here, which is probably okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. There's enough stuff in the way that we might be able to get some sort of chain going here. So if that's the case, I don't want to block this tile. I'm hoping that something actually lands here, and that's actually a really good spot. I could also just break him out. And I think that's actually going to be better. Yeah, I'll just use the lightning there to break him out. Well, that's a good spot for the Scion, actually, anyway, so I'll take it. I feel like the game's being easy on me. You need to die, somehow. This just makes sense. Can't really do anything with the ice mech other than just move him in a good spot to freeze something, and Kaz gets a kill, which is not great because, you know, it'd be nice to give the other mechs and pilots a kill, but I suppose we'll be okay. Okay, I see a pretty good play there. There's just no easy way to do it without dealing a lot of damage to everyone around me here. Well, that's not completely true. I can do this. Yeah, I think that actually will work pretty well. Do this. But Kaz can't attack that way without dealing damage to the building. I was hoping that I was being clever there, and I was not being clever. Cleverness was not had this day. So I think my best bet is really just going to be, well, I can freeze Kaz still. The problem being, I want to get Kaz to be able to do some extra damage to him. But it might just not work out that way. Which I guess is fine. So let's just move Kaz out of the way, move you over to here, and freeze that building for lack of a better tile. And triple kill. Alright, this should be honestly not too bad. I'm just not going to take any chances there. Like I said, not even going to take any chances. One more turn, I would have had him. Defend both power plants and kill 7 enemies. Difficult, but doable. Let's aim for it. I want to put you kind of in that spot, you there, and you there. Because Kaz has the movement to do stuff. Here's our pod. Great. I will gladly pick that up. I also need to keep remembering that I've got the shield self upgrade, which is good. 4 Vec on the board. I think I see a pretty good play this way. But it kind of depends on where you can go. Not far enough to where I want to put you. Because I don't want to take grid damage from you, and I don't have the building chain. Otherwise, this would have been a done deal. I would have had a solution quite readily. I can do this, but that's kind of counterproductive at the moment. I need to get that shield up, though, if I can. Well, actually, that would do it. The problem is this guy. How do I deal with this guy with his high health? Because if I move to here, the problem is that you're a threat, you're a threat, you're a threat. I can't see a way to do everything that I want to do. I mean, I can do this, but then I can't... Am I just already out of luck? Am I taking grid already? That's swell. Because the best that I can see right now is to go here, freeze him, move Kaz to here, do a push to move him to this tile, and then use you to do a chain of 3 there. That leaves you, though, as a problem. And I really don't see a good way to get out of that. I can hope I'm a resist, but it's not looking great right now. And I need to deal damage to you if I can. Theoretically, I could just freeze you. What does turn order say? Turn order says blarg. Something related to this, I think. Do a push. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to write off a single pointed grid. There's no way I can pull that off otherwise. Not that I can see. Alright. Resist? Maybe. Nope. No surprise there whatsoever. And I couldn't just freeze the building, because then he would have still gotten his attack off, which would have sucked. That looked pretty good. Ice Mech is low on health, so I need to keep that in mind. But assuming that everything just sort of clumps together, which, I mean, why would it? But if it had. Alright, just need to kill nothing left, actually. Everything's already dead. Excuse me, that was a hiccup. So... you can deal with you. You can deal with you. And... frozen acid. Inert. The acid is inert. Well, we lost a grid, but we gained 2 back, so it's not terrible. Just no perfect island for me. And that's actually kind of bad for trying to get, 15 grid. Or 15% more grid. What do we get? Bethany Jones. Does the game just... know? Does the game just know that I have an ice mech or something? Come on, game. Gives us an extra bit of defense, I suppose. Disposal units. But first, lightning mech, buddy, you need the building chain, and you need it like last mission. I should have done this first. But 'tis fine. Tis fine. Like, I just need to move you out of the way. So let's put you here. You there. Can almost swap cause to the ice mech, actually. Which might be for the best. We'll see. What did you get? Mech movement, that is actually fantastic. What is this mountain layout? That is actually a very bizarre mountain layout for this mission, I think. Indeed. Indeed. Indubitably, almost. do this. Blocks a spawn. Blocks 2 spawns, which is dangerous. Like, how many times do you utilize the disposal units to actually destroy mountains the first 2 turns? That's rare. You don't tend to do that much. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. Step away. And just put some more extra acid. So I can't use Lightning Whip on you. Without destroying the disposal units. So I guess we'll just kill you. Do that and freeze you, I guess. I could have killed him. I should have killed him. But I did not kill him. Mech movement is good. Destroy acid vats. That's actually not too hard of a mission. I will go ahead and jump it there. Unless do I want to do kill 4 enemies inflicted with acid? Doesn't sound terrible. Do I want to swap Kaz and Bethany here? I might do. Not yet, though. I think we'll be okay. Picking some hard missions. Playing risky. Why'd you go over there? I mean, that's fine. It means almost everything is on this starting tile, which is pretty swell, I'd say. I mean, this solves most of our problems already. If I do that, I can't get the acid off of him. So do I just want to freeze you this turn? Or do I want to freeze the building? I think I'd rather freeze the building. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. With the controller, you can kind of cheat and repair the repair the deployables that you're not supposed to be able to. Which is, you know, I can't see that being anything other than a bug, and part of me hopes that it never gets fixed, but the other part of me realizes that that is kind of weird and should definitely still be a thing. Okay, that's you two dead. I'm just gonna have to put acid on Kaz, aren't I? Fine. Don't want to, but I have to. Okay, Kaz needs to move out of the way. To where? I have no clue. This is the only spot where he's safe-ish. Well, of course your shield's down. That's what shields do. We'll freeze the mountain for fun. We'll get you a shield and turn. Okay, you're on acid, which is great. Can't get you far enough to deal with you, though, so you get to do the kill here. And that's that. Cool. Alright, well, acid definitely made this island a lot easier than I was expecting it to. Which is good. I'll definitely take it. Corporate headquarters. 5 goo? Sure. Goo is actually pretty weak to the lightning mech. You know, I've always been curious, what happens if you freeze acid? Or try to freeze acid? Does it get rid of it? My assumption is no. Because that would be silly. Putting acid on you this early on is kind of worrying. But it really is our only option. So I want to get the kill with Kaz and then let the Lightning Whip do most of the work there. The downside is that I have to deal with you. So let's go ahead and not do that, because that would be suicidal to our... Well, actually, no. Our boy in green can just freeze himself. And get the kill that way. There we go. Now the goo is going to go through something we like to call in the business mitosis? He says with a lot of question in his voice. Mitosis, meiosis, same difference, isn't it, right? And I am considering blocking a spawn. And I will. Also, that's a lot of goo. Okay, there's 1 goo attack, 2 goo attack, 3 goo attack, 4 goo attack, and you are going to be an absolute pain. Now, you should definitely see a problem here. You don't already. But you do have a solution, I believe, because you have 1, 2, 3 movement. Okay, one of the goos gets to survive. Because there is no way for me to get to the tile I want to. Which is a shame. Was there a better way I could have done that? Maybe. We'll just freeze the goo. Goo's on ice. And the goo stays. Normally the goo just sort of disintegrates because it doesn't have a burrowing animation. Well, there we go. And Herald. Okay, this is actually a tricky question, because both Herald and the Prime Spear are extremely tempting for the squad. I would actually like both if I can, please. Thank you. Like, seriously, Prime Spear? Well, it's not a ton of damage. I would like to get an alternate lightning whip weapon, but the next island that we do is going to end up being another low health Vec island, so I think this will be okay. Grabbing Herald instead. Maybe. Do I want Herald? I kind of want Herald. Because having some extra push... Yeah, we'll grab Herald. And we'll spend our rep to grab... nothing, really. We'll go ahead and get rid of Airily Fairy. We will go ahead and equip Herald into here, spend our reputation, and sell you. I'll grab 1, 2, 3. Building extra damage sounds good. As does shield friendly, actually. Like, I kind of want to move Kaz and Bethany, swap the two. I don't know. We will go ahead and discuss that with the next island, I suppose, which will probably end up being RST. But until then, I wish you all the best for the rest of your day.